What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of an amazingly set up rear living camper. I really like the bedroom bathroom combination, and I also like the fact that even though this one has a wardrobe, it also can come with an optional sofa up in the front cap. Just a really unique take. It's a really unique option. You don't see too many campers like this, but this one in particular is the 2026 Jayco Pinnacle 38 SSWS. This is going to be in their luxury package, which I'm going to put all of that information, including a link for Funtown RV and all the specifications down in the description as well. So that way you can see what comes standard, what's optional. You know, if you don't like the gel coat fiberglass siding, well, you can see there are 3 different paint jobs that they offer. But yeah, make sure to check that out. If you guys don't mind, this is one of my first Jayco videos I've ever recorded. So be gentle on me, but also drop a comment so that way I keep getting invited down to cool events like this. Like today, I'm down at the Jayco open house down in Grapevine, Texas. So woke up this morning, flew here from Cincinnati, got straight to recording. I'll be here for the next couple days at the Gaylord Resort. Place is freaking crazy. I need to make more money so I could stay at more places like this because it's a basically a hotel with a city in it. It was pretty darn crazy. You know, my backyard is a big old soy field. We just got our patio poured, which is probably the achievement of my life for the last 5 years. And then I come here to a place like this and I just realized there's a whole nother side of life. And I feel like the people that stay here regular at the Gaylord Hotel or Resort are probably somebody that's buying a Jayco Pinnacle, because this thing is pinkies up, highfalutin, looks beautiful. I love the fact that the cabinets shine like justice. You got accent lighting above the slide, but also underneath the lighting as well. Plus you got this big old island right here with like textured on the side, but it's also got the solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But I mean, what do you guys think about this floor plan? Now, like I said, the front cap is also awesome too. So after I blow through this, I'll show you over here. And I like how the stairs are over on the left as opposed to the right as well. Just kind of seems, there's a Cedar Creek, I believe, that had a very similar floor plan, but I think it was a rear kitchen. I think it was a 390 RK. But all right, so right over here, one thing that I do notice about the Jayco, and I can't wait to get some training on it tomorrow, is I don't see any staple holes. So it's all adhered on from the back, so it's a much nicer fit and finish. It also gives it a nice, it just makes it feel extra sturdy, you know what I mean? I'm curious to see about it, because I know Brinkley also does something very similar. Flush mount floor slide. You're also going to see, you know, I'm 6 foot, maybe 6'1" with the old Birkenstock Roonies on, and you're looking at about 6'6" or 6'7" for head height, which is going to lead you to some really nice size windows. So dual emergency exits, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. You're also going to have the half Dracula and the full Dracula. Stop the old skin from sizzling. You know, keep some nosy eyes out. But I also like this dinette, and if you haven't seen one like this before, I just did another Pinnacle setup where it was already out, the rear kitchen model, but this will pull out and come to probably about right here. So it'd be a good place for table for 4, play some cards, you know, hopefully some euchre if you got some good taste, and things like that. You also have a little storage right here as well, but since we got the dealers coming in the morning, I don't want to be fumbling and bumbling and messing things up there for them. 2 outlets along with the USB and Universal C. That was, I said 2 outlets. You also have the subwoofer back here. Another thing that I really enjoy that you just don't see much of anymore is the furniture here is not going to be that like fake leather. You know, it's a cloth material. It's super comfortable. It just feels kind of like, I don't know, it's just like warm feeling. It's just nice. You know, something that, you know, you want to sit down on. You don't stick to it or anything. But they're also going to be Stacy Stewart. Not familiar with Stacy Stewart. That's a new brand there. But I'm assuming she's a high-class lady, because this is the high-class furniture. You got the 2 cup holders. You're also going to see a little pop-up for your outlets and then your dual USBs. And then you also got the mini little TV trays right there as well. You're also going to see the controls for like the lights. But then you also have your TV switch, so down and up right there. So when you push it down, you can see that there's going to be a window right behind you. Now here onto the back. This is going to be a trifold sofa, so it's going to make about a queen-size bed. You also got the, I believe it's called an armoire. I can always forget, even though I say this a million times a year. It's an armoire, an ottoman. It's a fancy people's storage and a place to put up your feet. You also have the ability to open up the sides too, which is nice. Let's see, does this open up back here too? Nope. But you do have the outlets there too as well. And again, that fancy cabinetry shining up really nice like. All right, flip it on around. I just can't get over how good looking this thing is. One thing you don't see up on the roof is any exposed ACs. So they are going to use 15K Whisper Quiet. So, and then the center one will have a heat pump on it. So that's why that one's going to be exposed. But I like the Whisper Quiet system because it's going to be a little bit quiet, a little bit less of a hum when you're sitting back here with honey buns and, you know, watching a movie, maybe like a good old Western with Elvis. I didn't even know he was in Western movies, but caught me off guard. That is Elvis, right? Am I going crazy? I think it was. I did fly this morning pretty early though. You're in a flame fireplace, so about 4,800 BTUs of heat. So when you are laying down, it'll keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. And I like how the TV is directly across from the recliner. You also have yourself, what the heck is going on? I gotta find out what movie this is. This thing looks crazy. You got Elvis, he's shaking a lady. You got the pill box right there for your, you know, listening pleasure. And then you're also going to see, there you go. It's a good magnet there. But it's a good place to, you know, put some cutlery. It's also going to be a dovetail finish, so it probably holds about 90 pounds or so, I would say. It feels really sturdy. It's a good time to talk about their warranty. So 2 times better. So you have a 2-year warranty, and it's a 3-year structural warranty. Obviously, it's limited. It's not going to cover anything like if you're driving like a madman or if you're burning out the lights. But all of your, like, you know, electric and all that kind of stuff, slide controls and whatnot. Moving on along, you got the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with enough room to cook up a turkey. You're also going to see you got 3 different pull-out drawers. Again, they're all going to be the dovetail. And then you have a little bit more storage, a little bit more storage. And then on either side there of the microwave. And their microwave is one of the fancier kinds. It's a 1.7 cubic foot air fryer microwave as well. So it'll be, you know, convection air fryer. So pretty darn nice to have that. Can even do like a steam clean, which I think that's pretty crazy. Never had a microwave with steam clean before. Maybe I need to talk the wife into getting something like that. And then this is, again, going to be your island. So just once again, solid surface countertops. And then you're also going to have your TikTok sink right here. So you got your waterfall, soap dispenser, cup cleaner, along with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. You also have yourself a little bit of a pull-out cutting board situation. And then underneath, you get not 1, but 2 garbage cans as well. You actually got tons of outlets here too. Right there, you got yourself a little bit of a dishwasher. And then this is one thing too. This is going to be their residential refrigerator. So this is going to be, you know, more for somebody that's like going to be hooked up at campgrounds and whatnot on the regular. You do have the option to get a 20 cubic foot 12 volt refrigerator if you would rather have it. And then you can see right here too, you are equipped with 400 watts of solar. So that should go a long ways helping you if you were to get something like that 12 volt refrigerator. So right here, you got the friendly little octopus doodads. It's a perfect place to, you know, hang a hoodie on me, or possibly some keys or something of that nature. You also have your BM Pro control, which, you know, from the last video, it's very similar to a lot of the other touch systems. But basically, you can check out your different tank levels. You can check out, you know, your lighting. If you want to dim down like the bedroom, you are more than able to. The living room is all going to be on dimmers. So again, snuggling up with honey buns in style. Real tile for the backsplash too as well, which I think is pretty nice. And if you're someone that likes to drink a little bit of wine, you have a little bit of you know, wine storage there too as well. Dual floating steps. Another thing too is right there's going to be the heat registers. So when you flip around, there's going to be no vents in the floor. So that's I know really preferred, because I know a ton of you guys, every time I do one, comment that you want a camper without the heat ducts in the floor. So there you go. There you have it. All right. So this is where I think things get pretty interesting, because I'm a big bedroom kind of guy. You know, I like to spend a lot of time there, you know, especially watching movies and whatnot. But one, you get a really nice shower. So it's going to be a little bit more, you know, round belly approved, which is nice. You also have a good one to, you know, clean some shins, clean some bellies. And yeah, you know what else we do. Tri-Glide glass series. You also have the teak seat that can hold, I believe, 200 pounds. Head height in this Bad Man Pajama is going to be probably about 6'4" or so. You also have the Steamer Stink Sucker 3000 to suck out, whatever you're doing, whether it's, shower or the porcelain foot flush throne. But I mean, look at the accent lighting there too as you're going up. Just a good looking setup. You also, speaking of good looking setups, you got the bowling gun, baby. Suburban on demand, tankless hot water heater. Now, you also have the shut-off valves too, so if you want to shut off the water, you are more than able to do so. You got washer and dryer set up right into here. You also got a couple hanging rods, and then you flip up into the top. It'd be a good place to put some smaller stuff. First thing I thought of was shoes, but then I was thinking, I don't know why I'd put shoes in there, but I'm a little bit of a weird guy. So one thing that I did find interesting, and let me show you this here real quick first. You got another little closet right there. One thing that I did find interesting is looking on their spec sheet. Again, I've never shot a Jayco before, never sold a Jayco, never managed a place that had Jayco. They had an option to where you could actually put a sofa up there instead of a closet. And one of my wife's favorite floor plans ever has a reading nook here up in the front. And I think that she would love a sofa. Having the storage is nice, but having a happy wife is nicer. And I just think that that'd be so cool to have like a little reading sofa. Maybe I'm playing a little bit of video games. She's reading a book. We're both just kind of high on life. And then right here, you got the cedar backing for the closet as well, which is, nice to have in general. And it, sniff test passes. It smells really nice. Flip it around here. You have an electric fireplace. So again, keeping yourself nice and roasty and a toasty. Also, again, the emergency exit as well. So pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. It does include the Dracula shade as well. And then right there's, your return. You also see I've got pretty good head clearance here up in the top as well. And then you got your gateway connection. If you want to do like a 5G LTE situation, you can get your Wi-Fi, hooked up and going. But all right, guys, what do you guys think? Now I'm going to head around the outside, kind of show you where everything is. Probably spend about 3-4 minutes on this bad boy. But again, it's the 2026 Jayco Pinnacle 38 SSWS. And again, this is going to be part of their luxury line. Now you flip it around over here onto the front. You have a molded fiberglass front cap. I also like how they do the soft glow LED lights that a lot of brands, are now kind of taking advantage of, but it gives it a nice clean look there up in the front. You have your MORryde pin box that'll help you out with some of your chucking and bucking, when you're driving down the road. Again, just a little bit more of a comfortable tow there for you. They are using the ability to have prepped for a generator, so you can get an optional generator if you would like. And then of course the 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. Another thing that's interesting too, and you see here on this, is I don't recall another brand that does this, but you have the 40-40-40 for a total 120 pounds. So this side you could put in a 40-pound propane bottle. On the other side, you could put an additional 2 40-pound propane bottles, which is pretty wild. You got your spray port located right here. I'll show you the pass-through storage on the other side. I just don't feel like first time shooting with Jayco to bang their product up against the wall. You have the Suburban on-demand hot water heater, and then your JBL speakers as well. You also get some really nice size awnings to the point where it's even got the little helper in the middle. Frameless European windows as well, the frameless ones. The frameless ones, jeez, okay. I'm getting brain rotted from the traveling day. 5-star handling package. So yeah, so again, not only the link for Funtown and all the specs, but I will put what all these packages are down in that description as well. And I do like how the speakers are nice and low for you at more of an earshot. The Cooper H-rated tires down there below. This one's going to be a dual axle floor plan. And then, you got your TV. My favorite brand to say too, the old Sansui. Say it with me now. Solera 3000 series, so you know the deal there. You got 400 watts of solar, so that's charging up the battery, which in turn, can get the awnings back and forth. So you don't have to worry about, about that really ever. You can also just turn on your truck and pull it out, being on that 12 volt. You have your LP Quick Connect right down there to hook up a grill, and I like how you actually have a rear cap. You can see your backup camera prepped on the front. You also have your side cameras that you're prepped for as well. You are going to get a towing package. So it's a 2-inch receiver, 4-way flat for 3,000 pounds of towing or 300 pounds of hitch rating. You're also going to see that you have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof. So, check your seals, check your slides, make sure everything is on the up and up. Each one of these slide toppers as well or the slides, you're eligible to put a slide topper on. That prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. Just makes life a little bit easier, kind of one of those pay to play type things. And then you also got your power cord reel right there as well. But I like the graphics on the gel coat. So this is their gel coat finish. Right here is going to be their gold midnight gold, something like that. But these are going to be the 3 options that you can potentially do for the full body paint, you know, if you would like. I don't know what the cost is on it, but I'm sure it's not too cheap. Probably, you know, 8 to 12 grand, something like that. But look at that pass-through storage. Thing is beefy, baby. You got your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, all your bypass valves, and then of course, you know, your black tank flush there too as well with your water filtration system. It looks like your inverter right above the water filtration system. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2026 Pinnacle 38 SSWS. Have a great day. See you.